What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're here checking out the Sims 4 Desert Luxe kit. So as you may or may not know, these kits, the last two previous kits, for example, have actually been collaborations with The Sims and two members of the simming community. One of them just so happens to be myself, and I collaborated on the first Fits kit, which I've already posted on my channel. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, I'll link it at the end of this video. And this particular kit was created by The Sims and Aveline, whom, by the way, is an incredible builder in the community. I'll link her channel down below, and so I'm very excited to dive in and check this out. Not to mention, this kit is actually free to you guys until October 17th. That's right, if you purchase The Sims 4, you get this kit for absolutely nothing. And then after October 17th, The Sims 4 is free. Weird, I know, right? But anyway, let's check out what this kit has to offer. Decidedly neutral. This collection features neutral colors inspired by the natural landscape of the southwestern desert and materials like stone and wood. The overall look is luxurious and understated, ideal for building a relaxing oasis in your Sims home or on their patio. Fun and function. Arrange a bar, loveseat, fireplace, and more to look like functional architecture elements built into your space and create the perfect venue for your Sims next party or intimate dinner. In this kit, there are 28 assets in total, and as you guys can clearly see, the color story for this particular kit is very neutral, but on the more muted sides of things. In fact, I would say that it closely mirrors the first Fits kit color story, which is actually a surprise to me. I wasn't anticipating that. I mean, I'll be real. I saw the promo pics and I was like, ooh, that's like very similar in terms of color story, but I'm not mad at it because it's probably one of my favorites if I'm being honest. However, for this kit, I was a little worried because it is geared towards, you know, the desert, that the colors would actually blend in, given that this is an outdoor kit. And you know what? I have to say, even though they do, I like that. Like, I really do. And I feel like the swatches within the kit itself will actually help kind of balance each other. And then with the darker tones, it will definitely help kind of bring some of those more muted tones kind of out of the woodwork. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they complement each other really nicely. So let's move on to the brand new wallpapers. So we have the, I think it's called the Sand Mixed Concrete Wall. I really love the way that this looks. This would be perfect for your industrial modern builds. This could be a beautiful accent wall if you wanted to, and there's plenty of different colors in here too, to kind of give it a new look each time. So I thought that was really awesome. I love the texture on this. And then we also have ourselves the compressed earth flooring, which probably is my new favorite tile. There's even a beautiful like kind of slate gray swatch in here, and we also have you know, like this kind of pretty, I don't know what color this is. It's like almost like a sienna orange. It's super gorgeous. I like how oversized the tiles are. So this door kind of confused me a little bit. It is called the Transformative Open Space Arch. So it's an arch. I thought for sure it'd be a door because of the way that it looks. In fact, I thought maybe, hey, like this could be like a sliding glass door. It's unfortunate that it's not, but it's still a really awesome piece. These windows, you guys, are something else. They are so beautiful. The first window here is the reclaimed style, more privacy window, and it almost looks like something that came straight out of Eco Lifestyle. I love windows that have a little more dimension to them. They really do bring, you know, more angles to a build that can look very square. And so I'm super excited for these. The cool thing too as well is that they come in two different variations. So the first variation, of course, is like the wood tones, and then we also have, or texture rather, and then we also have like a stone or concrete texture. Even though this kit is geared towards creating your outside oasis in the desert, there are so many different ways. Like, there's so many different ways you can use these items. The last window we have is the reclaimed style privacy window. It kind of reminds me of jail windows. I don't know why, but I like it. I think it's really pretty. Also because it, you know, kind of almost matches this brand new arch here. The cool thing about this window is that it also has a little extra dimension. It's not flush completely with the wall. And then once you go on the inside, you'll notice that there's like a little bump out out. So if you wanted to, you could put some items up there. And speaking of the deserted awning, this is probably one of my favorite items. I don't know why. I love the way that the light just kind of projects through it and it casts that beautiful, beautiful structure onto the wall. I think this is a piece that I'm personally going to be using a lot, or at least trying to implement, maybe creating some really cool, like, I don't know, like outside architecture. I'm excited to mess around with this. I'm not much of a builder, but I do like to build. So this kit totally appeals to me. I'm super excited to see what this is going to be like when I actually like play around with it. It could be just me, but the Sandstorm Ceiling Fan really reminds me of the one from the Industrial Loft Kit. I think it's called like Hot August or something. Granted, they are very different in terms of style, but for some reason they just remind me of one another. I really do like this fan, and I love that some of the swatches actually do feature the two-tone variants, or like two-tone swatches, and of course we have like some solid ones in there. Over to my right we have the, I think this is called the Three Suns in Wicker. This item here is height variable, so it comes in 3 different wall heights, just depending on what size you need to fit your build. In terms of swatches, again, it does have like a couple different variations with a bunch of different colors, or we have just some pure solid swatches as well. I want to talk about the one thing in this build, or not build, I keep calling it a build, a kit, that kind of drives me into hysteria. I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but it is these beautiful curtains that are called the Decidedly Neutral Short Curtains. Again, they're wall height variable, but they're a little finicky and they're a little tricky. Getting them to fit this window was definitely a whole hoot and a half. But let me take you over here to my little example stage. So the cool thing about these curtains is that they actually are fully customizable. So if you wanted to, okay, you can make them as long as your heart desires, because they come with an additional piece, and this additional piece is called the Decidedly Neutral Curtain Mount. And depending on how big you need your curtain set, you would obviously add in more of the curtain mount, and it's exclusive to this particular curtain, so I don't think anything else in the game can do this right now. And if you're feeling really fancy, you could bring them together for like a closed curtain look. Let me grab that mount one more time, because there's actually something that you can do with this too. So I feel like it's kind of like multi-purposeful. So for the swatches, you have some greens. We've got, of course, like that beautiful orangey sienna color, cream. We have a couple like slate grays, and then we have, of course, like this steel blue. This is more of like a black, actually. Sorry, it's kind of hard to tell with the lighting, I'm not gonna lie. But another thing that I found kind of interesting about the mount is that you can use this as an accent piece for sure. So obviously using the Alt, I think this is like the Alt control buttons, you can kind of make like little like wall shelves out of these. Let's talk about some of the brand new seating. We have the Simply Luxe chair. This is a really cool piece. I love like the Aztec-y print on this. It also looks like a plumb bob, so you know, it's on brand. But that's what that looks like. It's really simple. I like that. And then this is the Softest stone Loveseat, probably my least favorite piece, but also I could see this being pretty functional to kind of like enmesh into your outside structure. Like I think this fits pretty much flush with the fireplace. My favorite is the Prime Luxe Plush sofa. And what I love about this sofa is that even though it is, you know, for your outside oasis, it is a couch that is multifunctional. I mean, you could easily use this in any type of build. We have a brand new lounge chair as well, which I also think is kind of cool. I love like the simplicity of this. It's also very modern. I love the backing. And then we have a brand new set of bar stools, which is called the Nested Bliss bar stool. And I think the texture on these is really interesting. It looks like there's like cloth, and we've got like some type of rope here on a steel frame. They kind of remind me of like a sunburst, or like maybe some type of like seashell. I don't know. They're really cool. They're super cool. I think they kind of like stand out from the rest of the build, and I like that there's so many different styles. While it still looks like it's a part of the same kit. And then, oh my gosh, we have a brand new bar, the sand bar. That's cute. That's real cute. I like that. We have shot glasses and a little shaker. And then it's kind of like a blend of different types of, I wouldn't say fabrics, but materials. So you have like wood and concrete and stone and just, I think concrete and stone are almost the same thing, but they're not, right? They're different. Okay. The fireplace is also really pretty. I'll admit, I love the height on this. I do wish there was some more heights, I guess. I don't know. It is really tall. Like, I think I have this on a, what is this, on a mid-wall height right now. If I was to drop this baby down, we would be clipping the top. But this is such a pretty fireplace. I mean, perfect for the outdoors, obviously. That's what it was designed for. But I don't know, something about this fireplace, it's just like it's its own entity. Like, it just has so much personality and flair. The other item we have is the Sunblaze by Grill Mania. Now this is cool because it actually does go flush with the fireplace, but I have to admit, I love how much detail went into this grill. You can tell this is not for beginners. This is for the seasoned grill bosses who are very serious about their wieners and hamburgers. Over here we have the burner. I'm assuming this is like a gas powered grill. There's even like a little trash can underneath here, some cabinetry to store your goodies, and then the little mini fridge just sends me into another dimension. The details of like the little orange juice carton and the little milk boxes. I think there's even like a little hidden freezer bunny back there, as well as like some fruits and whatnot. The other side of the grill is just very plain Jane. Now the only thing that I feel like is missing so far in this kit is more counters. I feel like that would have just really zhooshed this kit up to, like, you know, the next level. But you know, it is what it is. So here is a cool little shelf. This is called Of the Earth. What I like about this is that it's a unique design. I mean, again, you could definitely use this in your home that actually has more of like, maybe more of like a Mediterranean style to it. There's also some really cool little art pieces here that I do wish were separate items, of course. I think this bookshelf would have been amazing, but here are the swatches, and it looks like it just mainly comes in that like concrete texture, which is totally fine with me. On the floor here, we have a nice little surprise. We got some outdoor puck lights. I thought these were kind of cool. They're very tiny. In fact, they're literally called the tiny spotted light. And in the pre-made room for this kit, they were on, I believe, one of these little tables here. I think these are going to be super cool to like illuminate your backyard. They're so dainty and delicate. I really like those. All right, so since we were just talking about the tables, we have kind of like 3 in total. We have 2 end tables. This one is called the Balanced Wood End Table. It's very unique in its design. I love how kind of almost like it's very like abstract, I guess. And then the wood swatches definitely bring it to a next level. So we have like a bunch here to choose from, and then we have like a stone end table. I think this would also be good as a coffee table, to be honest. I think you could use it either way. The way that the furniture is kind of almost like low in height, it makes it really versatile in that way, but this is all just like, again, that concrete stone texture. And then here we have ourselves the, oh, that was the calming stone, in case anybody was interested. And then we have the desert's end, and this thing is huge. It is really big. I feel like it's almost too big, but you could maybe use this as almost like a counter, I guess, if you really wanted, or you could maybe double up on it and kind of elongate it, or you could even use it as like maybe like a barrier, or like a almost like a fence or something, you know, like a wall for your exterior. So I definitely think, even though it is, you know, marketed as an end table, it's not just limited to being an end table for the rest of its life. If you're like me and you're super impatient, you don't want to take the time out to build your desert oasis, you can just go into the styled rooms and purchase one. So here we have 3 different swatches. We have the brown color story, that classic modern black and white, and then of course that very clean white and gray. It's only $13,850, and it also gives you a better idea of how you can use your items. So you remember that desert's end table, where her life doesn't need to end at an end table. She can become many things. She's a creature of sorts, so she can actually be used as a faux counter, which I love. Here we have like a base game potted plant. It kind of just ties this whole area together. And then over here we also have like a little food bowl, salt and pepper shaker, and then then this really cool statement planter, which is again base game. As I was saying earlier, that little puck light here, yeah, she can also be a little spotlight on top of the end table if you want. You can use this end table as like a coffee table. Here we have the base game Super Siscal Eco Rug, which I also really love. And here's a better idea of how those Softest stone love seats actually look incorporated into a build. I think this is just absolutely freaking beautiful. I love how like the curtains are almost used as like an accent, you know, over here. Maybe, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I really do love that. And then another cool thing that I liked is that they put this little light here and they kind of embedded it into this like end table. It kind of gives it a brand new look, topped it off with some, you know, some towels, and that is your desert oasis. A little shmooshy shmoosh that I found. Yeah, a shmooshy shmoosh. The actual bar itself illuminates. I thought that was so freaking cool. So all in all, this kit, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, it is way better than I anticipated. I cannot wait to play with these items. Even if I don't necessarily use them in a desert setting, I feel like these items are so versatile in their own right that you could use them and implement them into so many freaking builds. So can I just say good on you, Aveline, because you did an amazing job. In fact, I almost want to bank that she made this pre-made room because it's a little too good. It's just a little too good. I'm not gonna lie. So anyways, Aveline and The Sims, they definitely knocked this one straight out of the park. I hope that they do this more with other creators in the community, because it's very evident, not that I'm biased or anything, but it's very evident that I feel like having that inside perspective yields great results, and this is no exception. So anyways, if you guys are interested in checking out the Desert Luxe kit, which is again free until October 17th, I will go ahead and give you guys all of the details in the description down below. And with that said, I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, where the sun doesn't shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.